motion crew, and we up in our clouds when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding. 'Cause you got me holding.
Is down, but he needs to pick it up. Playing 15 seconds left. He's gonna see one jump over the fence. Oh, late!
So trying to get out of dodge does so far. Turns the first on one, looking for the jib on the second. Finds it! Rated Gaming earning one in every way, shape, and form.
More of a 60-point game here.
I cannot believe he just got away with that. He's going for more. This dude is getting away with murder, quite literally here. 3 in a row.
48 here, Rated Gaming. Flag split under position. And oh my god!
Zila on 4 in a row, 5 in a row, almost 6 in a row. There you go, Zila.
Now it's a 1v1. Kane, does he realize that he's directly underneath him? He jumps and misses the angle, but will burn and burn.
And that's going to be 100 points for Bandit as Nomo goes to try to shut the door on Magnus. He'll just kill him instead. Looks for the second, gets Goopy, go for the third, but he has to reload. Oh no, don't let him do it to you.
Absolutely locked down. Now trying to flood from the back is Rated, will get shut down. We had another player attempting to flood from the side as he will get picked up. Look at the ears on Crixus. We actually were going to see Natural Talent begin to push towards the middle side.
The Goopy lands!
God, what an ace!
Trying to turn the corner into this other dude, finds a 4th. Oh my good lord, 5.
Now he is positive 9, going for positive 10, as he will be able to pick up the last one as well. Absolute monster. Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Shifty here, joined by Trevor for Major number 2 here in the second event from K7 League, as we have a slobber knocker ahead of us here. The number 1 seeded Natural Talent squad coming in against the number 3 seeded Knights Templar squad. Gonna be a barn burner tonight. Trevor, how are you doing?
Shifty, man, I am ready for this bodacious broadcast as we are getting ready to see this map. Series. I was actually just casting the last series as well that saw Swift Uprising actually took it over Rated Gaming 3-2. So that was big. I know people from Natural Talent were actually in the chat saying that they wanted to play Swift. So if that tells you anything about how Natural Talent thinks that this series is going to go, man, I'm excited for it.
However, not to be outdone by the Natural Talent's confidence, Knights Templars, one of their team captains, Rybo, has already hit me up on Twitter before this match started and said, and I quote, "We have a new squad and Daddy's home." So some confidence exuberating out of the Knights Templar squad. We'll see if that confidence can carry them to a victory here in this best of 5, as my main man Hero on the production, as always, is going to flash these maps for you. Azir Cave, Hardpoint, going to be the first time we've seen that on this stream, at least first time I've seen it in quite some time. Then we bounce to an Arklov Peak for map number 2. Domination on Gunrunner, then Hardpoint on Hackney, and Search and Destroy on Gunrunner, should we need those final 2. Trevor, what are you thinking is going to happen after looking at this best of 5? We finally have a little bit something different. I know last time you and I were together last night, we saw back-to-back-to-back Gunrunners potentially, as I'm glad to see we're changing things up here a little bit.
Yeah, so in this last series, I actually casted a first map Arklov. It was fun to see. It's fun to really focus on those rotations and if a team can break if the other team is set up for those rotations, just because it's always such a long haul. If you're going from like Cave West to Outpost and you had Cave West locked down, it's a trek. You got to send some guys early and then you risk losing some points on that cave. And that's really the fun thing to watch for me on Arklov Peak is just how teams choose to hold the rotation and how many they send if they're in control of that hill. So that's one thing I really like to focus on, especially in this first map, Hardpoint. I mean, Arklov Peak, if you've been watching Modern Warfare for the past couple months, you know that it's one of like the best search matches to watch. Honestly, like it's so fun. People can do a number of things on it. I know last series I actually said a quick B wins rounds, and then we saw a quick B instantly that won a round. So this A side is favored on that search and destroy. Man, Gunrunner domination. I just casted it last time, and it's the fun one. You see more CB holds on Gunrunner than you see on any other domination. I think, in my opinion, maybe Petro, but Gunrunner is the fun one just because it is that smaller map, and you can have the OE come out of nowhere, and then the potential trip cap too.
The overextensions often win games, especially on a map like Gunrunner. I'm glad that you highlighted it. Speaking of highlighting it, let's highlight the stats here on the Lookout, powered by Rogue Energy. You see the stats on your screen. A big advantage in all three categories for the side of natural talent. Not extremely surprised by that, as we've seen some absolutely insane games come out of the number one seed throughout the duration of this second event. But with that being said, Knights Templar, no slouches themselves, as we do see the hardpoint and domination KD over a 1.0 and that S&D hovering right at it. So honestly, we talked about this last night as well. Even though some teams do have a definite disparity between them amongst their stats, what really matters is who comes to play, and with the confidence, again, being exuded from both of these squads, both teams are already geared up and ready to play in the grand finals against the team of their choosing. As currently, look at these stats. Trevor, what are we thinking? I see the S&D differential being pretty big, and I also see the hardpoint differential being pretty big. And you and I both know that oftentimes hardpoints are dictated by the kills and the pressure on the map. And I think a lot of those things go hand in hand.
Yeah, and especially looking at the maps that we have set up for this particular series. It looks like we're actually going to get right into the stream. It looks like the matches are starting now, though. So we can go ahead and flip over, and I can talk about some of those differences as we're watching this load in. But on this first Azir Cave hardpoint, the big thing that we're going to have to watch here are some of those power positions through the rotation. Because if you have if the other team has, like, for example, the Cave West to like kind of outpost is one of the best ones to highlight. So if the other team has Cave West and you have a guy in outpost, if you could put 2 to 3 guys mid map, you can just absolutely fry anyone that's trying to rotate, and that's a 20-second advantage for you potentially.
Absolutely. Welcome to Saturday night match night here at the K7 League. Again, I'm Shifty here, joined by Trevor. We have a hell of a series ahead of us, as right now it's going to start off in map number 1, Azir Cave. Let's see what both squads do, as we see a completely different strategy right off the break from both teams. We have everybody from natural talent beginning to flood straight into the hill, while Knights Templar on the positive spawns for P2, attempting to fan out and sort of spread themselves rather thin.
Yeah, and as natural talent is they're putting all this pressure on the hill, and they're just picking up the points along the way. Knights Templars they're not necessarily looking to contest as much, maybe sending a couple guys in here and there. But overall, like, you see a couple people leaking down. I believe that's number 2 Olympian. He's already looking to maybe potentially OE. Just kidding, he died. So that's the really cool thing about this mid-map pressure, is that you can break off a couple ways to try to flip those spawns for that P2. Right now, natural talent's just full force straight in the hard point, trying to pick up as many points as they can, though.
Picking up a lot of early points, extremely important, especially to try and offset that differential if you are natural talent, because Knights Templar has a firm grip on these P2 spawns, and they don't appear to want to give them up very easily, as we do see again, P2 has popped Cave East, as you talked about earlier. Oh, so pivotal in controlling the map and helping you push yourself forward to a lead here, as it is now 33 to 20. 40 seconds. Oh, not eclipsing the 20-point mark, as now they finally will, but just under 40 seconds left on the hard point. Now some kills converging in and around the center of that cave. Is Nordic on your screen trying to play peekaboo and see if he can find some kills in and around this hard point. Very easy hold so far for Knights Templar. Ginger picking up a 3-piece of his own. He is on an absolute tear. Ivane, not to be outdone, will snag 2 of his own, as we will begin to rotate towards P3. 10 seconds left before it pops. Ace is already in a prime position for natural talent.
Yeah, and it looks like they're trying to essentially trap them in the favorable spawns for P2 as they're set up for soccer field, them being natural talent. As they do have soccer field as soon as it pops, and they're just posted up mid-map trying to kill these people on the rotation, so they don't even have a chance to get anywhere close to the point.
Getting close to the point, definitely important if you're going to plan on putting some points on the board, as Crixus on your screen did pick up 2 kills there to help open up that side of the map for natural talent, as now the contest will still not come in. We've seen back-to-back fantastic holds from both squads here, as natural talent again has a firm grip now around P3. Olympian in that very cheeky corner spot, as we did see one player from Knights Templar fall to his demise, as 3 immediately go down for natural talent, though. They do have somebody rotating forward from the Godheady to ensure that that scrap time is not lost, as P4 is now getting ready to go in right now, as it looks to me like both teams are going to have some type of frontal assault from both sides. Natural talent looked like they may have had the primary positioning, but just like that, Knights Templar snags 3 kills of their own.
Yeah, so now I think the numbers are there first for natural talent, as Knights Templar is like holding mid-map, making sure the flank doesn't come through to hit them through mid. But natural talent is going to be there on the point, picking up these early crucial hard points to put them over the 100-point mark, as it is 105-ish to 46 as I finish the sentence. Knights Templar just looking to flood right through the front, as it looked like 4 were down at the same time there for Knights Templar. Natural talent just took advantage, and this is two kills strung together that is big. Knights Templar trying to come through the back, but shut down by Ivane there, dude. He's absolutely frying right now at 12-8 on a 4-kill streak, just soaking up this hard point.
The event to player of the week from last week, Ivane, the man, the myth, the legend, on an absolute tear. I've seen him do some crazy things on this game. Let's see if he can continue his killing spree here, as he is 13-9, tied for most kills in the lobby as of current. But it looks to me like we may have had a GA violation.
Yes.
The game has been ended. What was the GA violation? Was it double smokes?
So I'm trying to look through the chat right now as we see it. We saw the first 3 flashes was not changed. They got the second one, and then 45 seconds remaining. They did not change the 3 flash. Knights Templar are up 1-0 because natural talent forfeit that to 3 GA violations.
Ooh, yikes. That is no bueno, as natural talent making a mental oopsie there and dropping first map, but that gives us an opportunity to potentially go over some of the things that we had not had a chance to talk about, like the casters picks. Trevor, do you remember who you picked for this? Ooh, 3-0.
Yeah, so
3-0
yeah, I picked the 3-0 for natural talent, and it was looking that way before the GA violations actually came through there. So they were up by a lot of points, being 138 to just 46. So they were up by almost 100 points in that hard point, dominating. So yeah, I might not get the 3-0 in terms of how it looks, but I still think that they'll win these next 3 maps.
Hey, man, all I know is that is looking prime and ready for my predictions. So you see my prediction on the screen. I said 3-1 natural talent as a hero, the only oddball. who will take the map 5 victory in favor of Knights Templar. I'm sure the Natural Talent members are not happy about the GA violation. However, there's still plenty of time to bring it back. As again, you and I both know Natural Talent is no slouch in any game mode, particularly. We've seen them time and time again absolutely pick apart teams that were not careful. But either which way, as unfortunate as it is, still rules to follow. As that's why I don't get paid to make decisions. I get paid to talk about the decisions that are being made.
And sometimes I get lost, and we have to scroll back through that chat just to make sure that we give all of you as updated information as possible. Just to kind of reiterate why the map was ended early. Natural Talent did violate the gentleman's agreement and had 3 flashes for an extended period of time, and that was not changed. They were warned. It didn't get changed. That's a map forfeit. I'm not exactly sure what happens if they were to GA violate again for the series. But I don't think that they'll do that. I'm sure that they'll be wary of those, flashes. Make sure that they don't have those going into the search and destroy. I believe we have an Arklov peak up next, though, so that will be fun to see. I'd like to see some snipers, see some of those sniper battles go down.
To Levi Howard in the chat, we appreciate you being here. And again, I kind of agree with you on a personal standpoint that GAs are not rules. However, K7, they run their own show here. They run their own gig, and they say the GAs are rules. So that's kind of how it goes. Hero, do you have a comment?
Yeah, it looks like they violated GAs. Players voted in the league before the league started since day one.
Oh, so it was based on a vote? I didn't know.
Oh, it was a vote.
So a majority wanted them to be enforced as rules. So at first, GAs were not rule sets in K7, but players were getting so fed up with people like constantly carrying more smokes, carrying more flashes, more trophies, using like, Gilly. Somebody used Gilly in the league in like season 1, but we just took a majority vote. And then at the beginning of the season, since Event 1, people wanted GAs being enforced as rule sets, so they are rule sets. I know in the CDL they're not enforced as rule sets, and that is correct. But in this amateur scene for this league, they are heavily enforced.
Hero, a man of the people, as we love you here for running the stream and also being our wealth of knowledge. He's got a breadth of it, if you will. We very quickly traverse onto map number 2. It is going to be S&D here on Arklov Peak as Crixus will be taking the bomb towards this A site for Natural Talent. Let's see what they can do with it as they chuck the Semtexes over the building. Nothing doing quite yet as Nordic in a very powerful position on this box head glitch to not only see the trench push, but also the push through broken as the nades will come out. A kill traded apiece. 4v4 here.
Yeah, over the building and through the smokes, here comes Natural Talent toward that A bomb site as Nordic is just right there, just laying the fire down. Sky is able to get a snipe onto Ace, but Nordic is killed as soon as I say that. That's a 3 down for Knights Templar, 2 down for Natural Talent, making it a 3-2. Bomb still needs to go down, and as I say that, it is being planted. It looks like we have a player posted up in that hotel and one in the back, so there is a potential pinch for this bomb site, with Natural Talent just kind of sandwiched in between a couple of Knights Templar players.
Sandwiched. I like that. I like that terminology. Part of the bread sandwich, or part of the bread of that sandwich here is Sky, as he will now try to turn and burn with the pistol, but as he will drop his Natural Talent, taking a pretty demanding round number 1. I mean, they lost 3 members relatively quickly, but they were still able to push up and assert their dominance towards that A bomb, as you see Crixus on the final kill. So not only was he able to push up and put the bomb down, he then made a full wrap through middle and said, surprise, back around the backside, and was able to clean up the final kill. So congratulations to a very, very stellar first round from Crixus and Olympian there, as they put up 2 kills apiece. Still got a donut in that death category, which is something that we love to see early on, as Nordic will now take the bomb towards B. It looks like a full B hit. Only one member from Knights Templar currently watching the flank, as everybody got on their horse and giddied up right through middle There's now some shots getting tagged up across the map as well. Sky trying to go for the burner through the wall, but nothing doing quite yet.
Yeah, so that was a lot of information just by setting that guy up mid-map for Natural Talent. They were able to get all of that information to call the rotation from their team. First blood goes to the side of Natural Talent as Sky's still just trying to wallbang this building to get something going for his team. Finally, kill does come through for Knights Templar, but another one comes through for Natural Talent. That makes it a 4v3 for those of us who can't do math like me. I don't know how. I just counted little skulls there. Ace is still at this A bomb site just to try to make sure that no one tries to rotate through Broken. Bomb goes down in mid thanks to, I believe, Flesto. That's going to be his second kill of the round. And Sky's tagged up trying to push up with the sniper.
Yeah, despite the immediate first blood early on in the round for Knights Templar, nothing doing quite yet. As now it is a 2v3. Not great position, but they may be able to put this bomb down as Ginger has popped the dead silence, but unfortunately will waste it. Crixus coming through the window again. If you watched the intro video, look at the ears on Crixus as they will not fail him again. As he does hear them pushing up towards that site. We saw, I believe, Ginger there pop the dead silence a little too late. He had already given that information away, and he will die before he can put the bomb down and even assure the points for it. So, unfortunate turn of events there as Natural Talent will take their second round. Again, you and I both know that this map tends to be relatively offensively sided if you can push up and gain control of said bomb site relatively easily. But if not, then having to work your way into those bomb sites, especially over at B, where there's so many nooks and crannies that need to be checked, it can be definitely a difficult take and retake, respectively. But speaking of difficult, Crixus is not looking difficult at all. He is cutting through this Knights Templar defense like butter.
Yeah, he's at that 5-0 mark. That's absolutely crazy. Bomb does get planted, and he does fall as it's being planted. But we have the retake for Knights Templar. It is going to be a 4v3 with a couple of players over at, I believe, is what Grandma's house is a call out for that for Natural Talent. As a couple players go down, Rival's just going to hop the bomb. He knows that he's probably safe to do so as those final kills do come through from Nordic. Knights Templar is on the board, but they're still trailing 1-2 with Natural Talent still holding on to that lead.
Nordic doing God's work there as he not only was helping out across the map onto that bomb plant, but was also able to jump down and steal the final kill after the information had been relayed, after the shots coming in across through the door. But nothing doing for the side of Natural Talent on that round as they will drop their first. It is 2-1 now, respectively, as we will see Knights Templar back on the offensive. Let's see what they can do here is taking a look at your scoreboard, probably checking for one more GA violation, as I don't believe we have one quite yet anyways, is Dill pushing up through the smoke. Going to get aggressive, but Ivane will take him from the backside over on that outer stairs area. Kills flying in all over the place. A very pinstripe kill feed as now, after all the smoke is cleared, Ginger left alive in a 1v3. The bomb stuck in probably the worst possible position it could be in. Now all Natural Talent has to do is set up and watch angles.
Yeah, it's like dead center of the map. The bomb just kind of sitting there. Ginger can't quite get it up as he's trying to get the angles there. It does end up getting taken down and flips over that little railing. Natural Talent is going to take that 3-1.
Taking a look at Ivane again, your player of the week for the previous week, not this week, but last week. That's what previous means, is he was an absolute monster for the side of Natural Talent. I know, right? We suck at math as casters, but one thing we have to be good at is Englishing, right?
Me words good.
Me speak very good. Me speak much well. As Crixus here going to be taking the bomb, pushing towards A 5-man push for the side of Natural Talent as Knights Templar get spread pretty thin, trying to watch that B push. The nice nades coming over and damaging both players over on the A bomb as Olympian was able to finish off that kill. Crixus will slide into the DMs of Nordic and slay another one. Ginger and Dill last alive in that area there as they will pick up 2. Ivane sneaking around the corner as now he puts the bomb down, a 1v3 in favor of Natural Talent, and this is a tough spot to be in.
Yeah, and a lot happened there really quick through some smokes and some crazy gunfights. I mean, Natural Talent does come out on top. It's all up to Rybo. He is in the back. He could get an angle, but Ivane is just watching with the sniper. Just kidding. Didn't even have to get the angle there for Ivane as his teammate cleaned it up. That's 4-1 for Natural Talent.
In a very demanding fashion, I would say, as Ace on your screen. Going to put down the final kill. It's now 4-1 in favor of Natural Talent, as we should be guaranteed here potentially a round 7. Hopefully, Kyle's in the chat, Comica. As I did finally, by the way, get word from Kyle as to how that name is pronounced. I hear it pronounced so many different ways, and it is, in fact, Comica, not Kamaka. So eat your heart out, Breezy.
Flesto does get the first blood there for Natural Talent. Nordic's going to try to pick up the bomb as Rybo goes down. 4v5 shots are coming through. The trade is out. Oh man, that was nasty. He hops up and says no. Just kind of shuts him down there. We have a 3v1. Ginger is all that's left. If you have a nade, sir, go ahead and hold it. As Natural Talent is going to go up 5-1.
Yeah, I've been told that in situations like that, holding the R1 or R2 button respectively for about 5 seconds gives you extra health in that situation. So.
Yeah, 100%. As long as if it's a Simtex, just make sure you tap it and look at the ground. But
yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's a new hack. Thanks, Infinity Ward.
Yeah, if you you run a frag, hold it for 5 seconds, and you get more health.
Extra health, absolutely. Yeah, I've been told that extra health is because you traverse into another round. But yes. The infamous round number 7 here is Natural Talent with a humongous lead, 5-1 now, as Ace will carry that bomb and kind of stagnate towards B as his teammates make a push with what looks like through the trench area into Broken. Is Dill really the only player to make a stop here in terms of an initial gunfight, as Rybo now trying to rotate back and watch your middle flank area.
I love this strat, actually. So it's 4 stacked A and then one guy kind of flanking over to the B, and the B does have the bomb. All right.
Oh my God.
He's gonna get a free plant, and they're not gonna know what to do because they have information on the rest of the team over here, and then the bomb just went down at B. So that Knights Templar is just completely caught off guard here. Maybe Natural Talent can go ahead and capitalize on the scrambling, as I was 100% the most freest plant I've ever seen in my life.
Capitalization, the name of the game here, is Natural Talent taking advantage of the 5 stack over towards A. As Knights Templar, we're seeing Ginger on your screen fumble around a little bit, trying to get up into the building, as Olympian will take 1 kill. Now a 2v3. Rybo has hopped the bomb now, though. The shots will come through the door, scaring him off of the bomb. Oh, actually finishing that kill as well. Olympian last alive, but he does have the defuse. Words are difficult. Assured, as Ginger will take up despite his teammates falling around him. Very ballsy play there. He knew that Dill had his back as well, so jumping up from that outskirts area to get in towards middle and ensuring that trade after Rybo went down through the door from Olympian. So while it was a very ballsy play and a very good play at that for the initial bomb plant, unfortunately, that first blood in favor of Knights Templar as they tried to enter Grandma's for the retake, ending up proving too strong for the 4 last players alive for Natural Talent.
Yeah, Knights Templar is able to pick up that round 7, so maybe they're there. I mean, call them Bon Jovi because they're living on a prayer as they try to overcome this 5-2 deficit. As they're going to go for this kind of a quick B, as most of the players are up through mid-map. We got that one kind of anchored back A. It looks like he's sniffed out, though. No, 2 go down for Natural Talent. That's a 5v3 for the side of Knights Templar, as Rival's going to push into this bomb, this B site and try to get it down. Who is that? Ace. Ace was there for it, though. He was in the hole as he throws this trophy.
Ace not opting for the holding R1 for a couple seconds here, as he did pop that trophy and throw a smoke down to at least cover his advance out of Grandma's, but instead not advancing out of Grandma's, just sitting up top, seeing if he can maybe catch some Knights Templar members off guard. As the bomb is down inside of Grandma's here. Dill does see the door open, and he will assure the kill there, as it looked to me like he might have gotten joked there for a very brief moment, but Dill too strong with the close range M4, as Knights Templar again crawling their way back into this game. This is now a 5-3 advantage in favor of Natural Talent. If you are a Knights Templar fan, and from what I've been seeing in the chat, there is a bunch of them, at least Ginger fans anyways, as if you're hoping for a comeback here, it's time to start it. They did win the infamous round 7. Let's see if they can traverse further and push to an infamous round 11.
And they are up 1-0 in the series. Even though this is the full map that we're seeing play through, they do have that 1-0 advantage as we go into this 9th round. Knights Templar, they do not have room for mistakes, as Natural Talent do have 5 on the board. It looks like it's going to be an A hit, but we do have those couple players going, or just one. Olympian could get these guys in the back here who are on the flank. I'm not sure what this, maybe he's going for a deep flank to shoot him in the back. That's actually really big, as it still is 5v5, and that should, as I say that, first blood goes to Knights Templar.
First and second blood given by the man, the myth, the legend, Ginger there, as he picks up 2 kills right onto the A-bomb site, as Olympian trying to turn and burn onto Dill, but it will not happen. Ivane left alive in a 1v3 here. Tough positioning. Hero, can we switch to Ivane? Oh, I see you're already on it, you stud muffin. I want to see what he does here, as he's kind of trapped in middle, and all 3 members left alive of Knights Templar very patiently playing their angles, as Dill will relay the information, climb up on the truck, and absolutely piece him, as he will drop there. And Knights Templar, they're doing a little something here.
They are, 100%. They're just riding the momentum. They were down 5-1, and then now it is that makes it 5-4, correct? Yeah. So that makes it 5-4. They've won 3 straight rounds. As we head into this 10th round, Knights Templar are trying to force a round 11 and just carry this momentum to a win to go up 2-0 in the series.
Going up 2-0, definitely tough. Wow, yeah, that threw me off too. Yeah, quick B indeed. Look at all 5 of them pushing directly forward, as one player does decide to stay back. That is Nordic, his Olympian, getting tagged by a bunch of grenades. Good God, he's been bunny hopping out of stuns the entire round. Is currently going up 2-0 for Knights Templar would be an absolutely huge W in the grand scheme of things. Is a big 2-piece for the side of Natural Talent. They drop 2, only able to trade 1 off in favor of Knights Templar in the name of Sky getting a kill onto Ivane. But honestly, at this point, you need to kill Olympian, as he's 11-5. Ace will jump around the corner and play peekaboo with Sky, as Dill drops to Olympian. Nordic now trading that kill and very wisely backing up and playing his life, but he will have a person cutting him off in Broken. His Natural Talent will close it out after a bit of a scary stretch there towards the back half of that search and destroy. But when you go up 5-1, I guess you have a couple rounds to play with.
Yeah, they 100%. They just kind of took their time, waited it out, had the advantage early on, saw that they did, and just Olympian had 12 kills. I couldn't even finish my sentence because I saw that. 12-6, double positive on this Arklov peak. That's exactly what you want to see from a guy like Olympian coming out in the search and destroy. After the unfortunate loss in the first map due to GA violations, Natural Talent does even the series back up to a 1-1. We're headed to a gun runner domination.
Yeah, domination. Definitely a map that we love to see. Or a game mode that we love to see, especially on a map like Gunrunner, is what I was getting at. As you highlighted it earlier, those overextensions can be the key to victory for either squad here. As one more stat that we haven't looked at is, can we take a look at the top 5 players, please, Hero? As currently, you see one player in the top 5 for the side of Natural Talent. That is Ivane, again, the player of the week from week number 4. He's definitely putting on for the squad. Struggled a little bit in that S&D, but we've seen some crazy things out of him all season. We've also seen some crazy things out of Rybo and the rest of the Knights Templar squad. So I think that Knights Templar still has it in the tank to be able to bring this one back, but it's going to have to come on the foot of an almost perfect domination here, especially with a team that I think, conditionally speaking, will pretty much always outslay you, I think.
Oh, I'm gonna have to agree with that, and I don't even know if it's conditionally. Just to be fair, not throwing any shade or anything, just looking at how the teams have played. I mean, the last 2 times that these teams matched up specifically, it was a 3-0 for the side of natural talent. So, in the last 6, 7, 8 maps, it's a 7-1 map count for natural talent. So, and that's the one loss was to GA violations. I 100% see natural talent taking this domination to go up 2-1 in the series, and that's I'm not even gonna call that a bold prediction. That's just I think that's just what it's gonna be.
The facts coming from Trevor. Hero, do you have a prediction for map number 3?
I believe Hero is okay. No, he's back. Okay.
No, I'm still in my fantasy draft.
Priorities here, ladies and gentlemen. Priorities. We love to see that.
It's for $500. I gotta get that moolah. But map 3 Gunrunner, definitely gonna be interesting, man. This Knights Templar team has a new roster, new face. They come out strong. They had a pretty good search round. They lost, but I wouldn't take it too much as a loss. They actually, were evenly matched with them. It's just looking the corners and also playing the trades probably came in big. But I'm going to still stand by it, 3-2 Knights Templar for this series. But honestly, this map, I honestly think Knights Templar will win it.
Oh, wow. The bold prediction.
I'm going to be bold like Trevor, but the opposite. Shout out to Ivan out on the natural temple. Oh my God, natural temple.
The natural
talent.
Nice.
Natural talents team is.
He said that with T's. I don't know. Someone else.
Too many T. NTKT, bro. It's the same thing.
Now that you've heard the wonderful voice of the owner and proprietor, or one of K7 Heroism, I'd like to take this opportunity to shout out to the sponsors that make this league possible. We have Rogue Energy, GitGudHosts, helping, get good hosts. It's pretty self-explanatory. FadeGrips, as well as Gamers Resort. So some great companies that help make this league possible, help with the advertisement, with the payouts and all that good jazz. I would also like to personally thank DropShotStats for giving us casters a little bit more to talk about during the breakdown periods in between the maps. I believe that we're very close to the lobby getting loaded up. There it is. We're seeing the pre-game graphic. Again, Saturday match day. Here, Gunrunner domination. It is all knotted up at 1 apiece. If you're just joining us due to some GA violations in map number 1, as Natural Talent took map number 2 right underneath the noses of Knights Templar by a 6-4 margin. Let's see what happens here. Is Knights Templar going to spawn on the more advantageous side for the first round anyways? Let's see how Natural Talent overcomes that adversity and see what they do here during round number 1.
So we got a couple guys going mid-map they were trying to for Natural Talent as one does get naded. That's going to be Crixus. Pressure toward B for both teams. Knights Templar looking like they have the numbers advantage so far, as it looks like it's just going to be an all-out gunfight at that B flag to see who gets the initial control. But wait, there's more. There's an OE from the side of Natural Talent. Is it going to get sniffed out? He's on the A flag and just kind of doing some dancing down there. He's a maniac out there.
Trevor is now, he's a maniac, Trevor is now, will forever be known as the Billy Mays of COD commentating, as he said, but wait, there's more! As currently, the A going to be neutralized, tried to be anyways, from Flesto, is that will not happen, but now will be due to some help. Yeah, I saw that. From Crixus, who slid in there to help attain that A hill, as well as Ace as well. He is 3-0 right now, so a hot start from him. 4-1 from Olympian, 4-3 from Crixus, respectively. So Rybo, only player on the opposite team who is positive currently. Ace, really doing a good job as he's started off at 5-0. Is now the B flag going to get capped back in favor of Natural Talent, and that overextension that we saw, but wait, there's more. That overextension completely flip-flopped the map in favor of Natural Talent as Knights Templar are now stuck back in the C side. You see they're trying to flood through Secret. Some big entry kills here towards B.
Yeah, and then I mean, they're on B. They're trying to neutral it, but Olympian just comes through in the back and gets both of them. Actually, those were some nasty shots on that second guy as he was trying to like bunny hop out of there. But no, Olympian able to clear the B flag. Ribo is on C to make sure they secure it all the way for Knights Templar. I'm going to run through mid-map, try to put some pressure to A. Catches the guy running out of green. That's big. So what Ribo's doing here is just trying to create pressure toward the A flag to turn the heads of Natural Talent so that his teammates can secure B. Right now, he's not really turning heads. They're just not sure where he is. As soon as he sees some players, he's going to pop up and start shooting. He didn't necessarily see that he heard there. He does have that headset turned all the way up as he turned around and killed that guy. So plan successful. Ribo did turn those heads, and his teammate has control of B.
Yeah, it was a great diversion tactic there from the side of Knights Templar, as they're going to need it right now, being down 20 points already. Just 2 minutes left in this first round, as again, Knights Templar did spawn on the more positive A side, so you'd want to see them come out with a bit of a lead here if we're living in a perfect world, as it looks to me like B will again be neutraled and potentially capped by Natural Talent here. Olympian trying to run amok in their spot and doing a great job of it, as he will pop that dead silence and take 2 kills with him. Ribo trading off of 2 of his own. He is 11-6 right now, leading the lobby, but the rest of his team needs to get on that train, because currently they are still falling behind in the kill category by a relatively large margin. Is still more bodies flying all over the Bravo flag. It looks like Knights Templar will be the momentary beneficiary of all those gunfights, as now B has been resecured in favor of Knights Templar, as Ginger is also capping C. We could see a spawn trap here.
We could see it, but it all depends on what these Natural Talent players can do off this kind of reset, as they all did go down. So the not necessarily overextension as much as it is just brute force to the A is coming through for Knights Templar. Those players are killed off of the flag as Natural Talent's trying to hit the regain, come through, and get back to B, as it looks like they're sending 4 players to B. And then Olympian is he's just been finessing at that C flag this whole game. So he's back. I'd say this C gets neutraled for sure. He's going to hop off of it, go hide, and wait for some players to come.
Being an absolute thorn in the side of Knights Templar has been Olympian this entire series, as he's 10-4. He's been sprinting around in the spawn of Knights Templar, kind of really just distracting them from getting past that 50-yard line marker. As currently Dill on your screen, he's putting in some nice shots. We'll clean up the kill onto Ace. He does have 1 more member of Natural Talent traversing now, make it 3 more members off of the spawn. We're going to see another onslaught towards Bravo. The 19-point deficit in favor of Natural Talent as of current. So definitely not how you wanted the first half to go on your good side, but to Knights Templar's credit, I've seen a lot of teams begin to try and work the CB hold here at the end of Modern Warfare, but is it too little too late for them to try and make a comeback? I mean, a 20-plus point deficit now after the positive side.
So like they could try to work the CB, but they had the opportunity to do it from the very beginning because Natural Talent flipped the spawns. I don't think they successfully actually held CB for any amount of time. I mean, they had the time where they kind of reset. Natural Talent all kind of died and were spawning in the back. But as soon as they came out of that building there, Natural Talent just took control again and had the AB. The only difference is this time, Natural Talent spawning on that A side, so they don't have to go for the overextension. I think Knights Templar's best bet is to successfully secure the overextension, and to do that, you're going to want to send like 3 guys down that bottom side. I
don't disagree with you at all. I think that OE can be absolutely pivotal to clawing back into this game for Knights Templar, but Crixus has got something to say about it over towards the B flag. And take a look at your mini-map. Those red arrows now trying to flood down through middle. They do have 1 more player playing the sneaky beaver role, that is Nordic, out towards the forest, as Sky and Rybo will take 2 and get traded off immediately by Ace there. But Nordic is going to be a huge player to watch here, as he will finally be sniffed out by Crixus after only being able to secure 1 kill on that flank. That's not what you want to see for the side of Knights Templar.
Especially when Crixus is already on the scene to try to neutral it, to turn those heads to keep them away from B. No one turns around, so this is a free neutral that he's going to get off of. Okay, so he does get Rybo picks him up after the neutral, but that's still a 1 less player that Knights Templar has at B to try to take control of it. As it looks like they are able to get the initial kills. Natural Talent spawning there back A. They're going to push up through those mine carts and try to stop this Knights Templar push toward the A flank.
Rybo absolutely flipping a switch after the lackluster performance in Search and Destroy. Now 18, make it 19 and 11. He's on a 4-kill streak. His team needs to follow his example and push up towards A and help them push Natural Talent back in the spawn. They were very close to potentially securing the neutral and getting the 2-0 flag hold. However, still plenty of time if they can hold on to this 2-1 setup, but not going to happen if you're going to continue to allow Olympian sprint into C like he has been the entirety of the game. Oh, did he? Did they flip spawns?
He spawned. No, he spawned and then players spawned behind him.
Oh, okay.
It was one of the weird ones.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I didn't see anybody else from Natural Talent spawn there, so I figured he was hitting through the minecart side. But look at the keen eyes on Trevor over here watching the spawns. You know, those MW spawns can get kind of wonky. We realistically haven't seen a single full flip yet throughout the second half, which realistically plays in Natural Talent's favor here.
Oh, 100%, because we have not seen Knights Templar hold the CB they have not been able to actually hold it. They've had it, but they haven't held on to it. Ace picking up that kill to stop that from actually coming through. No one has B right now, but if you're Natural Talent, you're okay with that. You are up by almost 20 points. And if you just hold a 1-to-1 flag, you win it. Especially with, they keep sending someone on that 08 to just keep neutraling C. And C is neutral almost every time that Knights Templar makes a move toward B. So that causes 1, maybe 2 players to come back. I know Olympian, it's taken like 2 to 3 to kill him every time he goes toward C. This one's Crixus. Is he still finessing, or did he finally die over there? No, he's still finessing, so that's he's going to kill this guy off of C again right here. Yeah.
Finessing, the name of the game for the side of Natural Talent as of current, as Crixus again pushing back and neutralizing C. Did you see him camp on the train there till Knights Templar run right past him as they thought they had it, but oops, C is getting neutraled again. And this is exactly what we talk about when we're talking about cohesion as a team. It looks like Natural Talent is playing as one well-oiled machine. They constantly have somebody over in the spawns of Knights Templar, and KT is basically constantly reeling in their own spawn as Olympian again pushing up towards C and putting down 1 player, very wisely backing out. They don't need the trip cap at this point. That would just be rude.
And then they're being rude right now. They have the spawn secured. They have the player basically on A to make sure that no one spawns behind him. They see Knights Templar spawn. Oh no, they just flipped. They just flipped the spawns. I mean, they're up by like what, 50 points with a minute left. I'm not sure if that's doable.
It's not.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, sure, flip the spawns. They're gonna let Knight. This is a pity A. Natural Talent is giving Knights. Oh no, no.
Oh no, he wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready either. Oh my god. Yeah, so we said assassinations and bodies getting shot. Olympians, that's a 3-piece in the kill feed, one of them being an assassination. This was all Natural Talent in this domination.
Holy cow, as we saw an assassination come out in the middle of a respawn, which typically doesn't happen. Typically that's more of a search and destroy thing.
Just straight mid,
yeah,
middle of the map, assassinated and on the stairs of green.
Yeah, it's these are pity points here again, as we will see Natural Talent run away with, oh my, Swiss cheesing that man's body as of current. He'll also take another one, Swiss cheese him as well. So it's a rough situation for the side of Knights Templar, but either way, still not out of the woods yet is Natural Talent, but you gotta be thinking that it's go time, especially as we will go into hardpoint on Hackney Yard next. So you know, there are some maps in Hardpoint like St. Petro and Azir Cave where slaying forward isn't necessarily going to guarantee the win of the game, but Hackney Yard is really not that map. I mean, all of the hills are so small, all of the rotations are so small that realistically, if you're not winning the kill battle, that's just less time that your team's going to be on the map to try and play contests. And on a map like Hackney Yard, that's a tough ask.
Yeah, if you hold top L in Hackney and are able to get kills as people are trying to rotate, you win the map. There's no contesting that. That top L position is so crucial because you just have so many angles that you can shoot people from. So the cool thing about Hackney Yard here is how close the hills are. Those last 3 hills are like right in the little Bermuda Triangle of hard points. It goes 3, 4, 5, 3 being that little spot right there on the map behind those little concrete things, office building, and then that back white. I'm not sure what the name is for that one, but those 3 are big. You can get a lot of points from those. It all depends on who spawns on which side, and that's kind of the thing. So P2 is a money hill, all right? But if you get trapped in those spawns, you effectively can give up the next 3 hills.
P2 is a money hill. Pause. All right.
Yeah, man,
Yes.
Dramatic effect.
Yeah, no, yeah. You needed the validation.
At least I'm not hero and like talking about coming back when you're 2 to 3. Like there's nothing reverse about that. Like, it could be a lot worse.
We love you, Hero. How's your fantasy draft going?
Down between 2 tight ends now. I don't know if I'm gonna pick up Seattle's Disley, or let's see who else is free here. Nobody good. Oh, Howard. That's what I'm gonna pick up from Bucks. But the map's loading, so back to the action.
We absolutely love to hear from Hero over here on the K7 stream. Again, welcome to Saturday Match Day. If you have not been with us for all of the other matches so far, it is currently a 2-1 in advantage of Natural Talent. After dropping map number 1 to a GA violation, I'm sure they won't let that happen again. As Knights Templar, it is time to dig deep. As K7 just said in the chat, it is hashtag dig deep time.
Well, the timing for that was really weird because you said it like before it popped up.
Oh, really? I mean,
Yeah.
Get your internet game up, Trevor. Jeez. He said,
Anyways, in this action, no one has stepped foot in the hill yet as it just pops. Knights Templar are going for that top L control that I talked about, but Natural Talent is just going to hold these P2 spawns, watch the OE so they can get effectively the full 60 there as they're already picking up points on this P1, and that's exactly what you want to do. You want to have like 2 people posted up in the back to watch the tire shop, and then send the rest to flood the hill to put that pressure on mid-map.
that pressure on mid-map, oh so important, especially on a map this small. Trevor said it best, if you have top L control for a majority of this map, then you typically come out the victor, as Nordic was on your screen, putting down some shots, pushing up towards the P2 spawn area, but was dropped by a Kobe from Flesto, as they will pick up 3 consecutive kills in favor of Natural Talent. Sky will be the only one from Knights Templar to make a trade happen, as Dill now finally will make 2 happen as Nordic takes a 3rd. But again, the real name of this map here is pushing up past that mid-map line and getting the map presence all over the place. But we've seen Knights Templar kind of lack in that category as the tire shop hill has popped now. Olympian putting in some nice shots across the map as Flesto on a triple kill of his own, as he's kind of helping facilitate the kills towards the front of P2, as Rybo was able to sneak in and steal 1, but will he be able to make it a second? As he will not. Olympian will cut him down.
Yeah, and all of this time has basically gone the way of Natural Talent. They have already passed the 60-point mark as I finish the sentence, and they are kind of already pushed up. So we had that guy at the top, number 2, Olympian. So if he's able to get past these 2 people right here and then get to top office, that's going to be huge going for these rotations, because off of the tire shop, you need to hit L and you need to hit office, because that starts to give you that mid-map control, and then you can push that advantage for these next spawns.
Absolutely, setting up a powerful position outside of that Bermuda Triangle, as was said by my great co-caster Trevor. Here is Ginger popping the smoke, trying to run through to P3. We know how difficult it is to attain a long string of control on this very easily contested hard point, but can be easily contested when you're not on the map to contest it, as Natural Talent was cleaning up 4 consecutive kills there. Only Rybo and Ginger able to trade one off. Now Sky taking a third, as the hardpoint's still been in full control from Natural Talent, as Dill will finally pick up a good kill onto Olympian. A little string there of red in your kill feed, as Knights Templar finally able to push up and hit the double-digit point category as a current. Honestly, you got to think, maybe is Natural Talent really driven to win this one by a huge margin after the GA violation?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's
some bad blood there after that happened.
Yeah, because they were up by like 100 points when that happened too. They're up by 100 right about now as we say that. The cool thing about that like little series of events was that Natural Talent had P2, and then they had spawns for P3 through 5, like instantly. And that was actually really cool to see on the minimap. As I say that, Knights Templar is going to be on that left side of it, having control for this P5, but in Natural Talent is currently in P4, kind of getting these points as the contest starts to come through. Olympian said, nah, I'm going to go ahead and go get this P5 and see if he can win that gunfight in the back. He is able to do that. His teammates spawn there. That's another flip. If you're Knights Templar, that is not what you wanted to see. I look for someone to get in yellow and kind of watch that, or at least near it, to watch those bottom of the map flanks.
You genius, is player number 5. That is Ivane already set up over in that yellow area. It does have a player chasing him down, and he will pick up that one as nobody negative from the side. Oh, I'm sorry, I lied. Crixus, the only one negative on the side of Natural Talent, as he's doing some brute force work over towards P5, trying to help facilitate that capture, as Sky and the rest of Knights Templar now flooding in the bottom of the dock building. We'll be able to pick up 3 consecutive kills there, which should, in theory, flip the spawns back in favor of Knights Templar, as they will finally have some P5 control. Now pushing that control out towards the right side and trying to push out for bottom L, but hello, nobody's there. They're all pushing through office. Great counter push back from the side of Natural Talent.
All right, so Natural Talent, what they need to do here is send number 2, that's Olympian, to Tire Shop, and then try to get one person set up top L. Because all of the rotation flips to that right side after these hills. If they can get top L control here, I mean, they just dominate the rest of the map. So you are going to see some of those players mid-map try to get that control, win those mid-map gunfights, as Olympian just posted up at P2. Now you guys are going to get these spawns.
Yeah, nothing doing there for the side of Knights Templar. It's so funny that you call that out, and that's exactly what Olympian was doing. Again, this man must be a mind reader, as he did push up towards P2 as well, and now they have kind of a stranglehold on the members of Knights Templar stuck in the middle of the map. They need to take advantage of this positioning, as Olympian will push in and kill one, but Rybo, nice trade there, as he started off relatively lackluster. I believe at one point he was like 5-11, and now he is 15-16, so Knights Templar doing a good job of turning it around, as we've seen them go on an absolute string of kills here. It was currently, by the way, when it was when P4 popped, it was 110-15. So that is a 84 to 25 point run in favor of Knights Templar, as Natural Talent. Now, not only do they lose the initial points on the P1, but they lose the rotations and spawns for P2. Knights Templar are coming alive here.
Yeah, they are like the BGs, man, because now they're staying alive. As we have number 7, who is that? That's going to be Nordic. He's just going to be posted up in this tire shop, watching a corner. He's like, all right, I might watch an angle, try to shoot some people, but he's just going to be soaking up all of this time, as people from Natural Talent, they're nowhere close. The positioning from Knights Templar is actually really great here, as they're kind of spread out through that full right edge of the mini map. So that kind of Natural Talent just has to, they're essentially funneling through. As I'm not sure who that is on the flank, but he kind of went up, wrapped around through that top building. He's coming up the stairs to enter into P2 right now for the contest, actually able to pick up some points. So that's it. All of the kills through for Natural Talent. No, there was still one guy left there for Knights Templar, as it kind of froze me for just a second there. So Ace is going to hop in, try to get this last kill to pick up these. No. Wow. Okay, who was that?
That was Dill right there, as
Dill.
he single-handedly pieced through P2 and was able to pretty much locked down the entirety of that hard point in favor of Knights Templar as P3 getting ready to pop over towards the smokestacks. As Natural Talent at this point kind of playing off the back foot, even though they have the lead. The momentum is completely in favor of Knights Templar. 3 more kills, 4 more kills, almost 5 in favor of Knights Templar, but Ivane and Crixus going to try and even that number if they can. Dill went absolutely massive during that last hard point as Nordic piecing himself right now. 29-17 is he. He came out of nowhere with that stat line as he's paving the way for Knights Templar to be even as close as they are right now. Almost a minute in the hill and almost 30 kills. If you are Nordic, you gotta be asking your teammates, hey fellas, we planning on spawning in and helping out?
100% he's absolutely frying. He's already about to hit that 30-point mark, and he does it as I say it. Neither team is at 200 yet, but Natural Talent currently controls that left side of the map as we head into this office building. Knights Templar is going to be set up to get the initial points as it pops here in about a couple seconds. But if you're Natural Talent, all you have to do is really contest and not let them take a bunch of points off of it. You see those people setting up kind of top L toward that yellow. You don't want to let them flood through the top of that map, though, to get to that dock side. They're just kind of awaiting an out right now. No one's really pushing, maybe letting everyone spawn up, and they're going to flood. As I say that, they all kind of flood through to
look at the big spawns, though. Look at the big spawns, P1 for Knights Templar. Oh, that was huge. That was huge. It's huge. So did you see what happened, though? Because Flesto pushed up through P1 in an attempt to try and flank the backside of P4. But what that happened was opened up the entire spawns for P5 in favor of Knights Templar. He pushed a little too far, getting a little too big for his britches there. And instead of getting a nice flank to help out his team assure P4, what they did was, yeah, they're going to get the last 20 seconds of this hill. But Knights Templar is set up in supreme position to not only continue frying on the entrance to P5, but potentially control a big portion of it.
Yeah, the good thing if you're Natural Talent is that doesn't cost you the game, as Knights Templar cannot win off of the P5. So as long as a Natural Talent can effectively play this pretty slow, make sure they have someone around that P1 area so they don't give up the back-to-back kills. But I look for a contest. They're not going to play it slow. They're going to run. They're going to flood. And they're going to try to get this as they come through the bottom of the map. I'd say the best way to come through is the bottom, because you have some of those power positions that can lead to rotations for P1 if all else fails. As they try to flood, they all just kind of get cut down from Knights Templar, as Knights Templar is managing to hold the hill. As I say that, gets broken briefly, as Natural Talent is just all up the middle of the map, kind of forcing Knights Templar to stay on that left side.
Again, that top L control now going in favor of Natural Talent. That's a big power position, because now you're locking off Knights Templar and kind of forcing them back in that P5 area, which is great for the next 5 seconds. But after that, you need to begin traversing across the map. Take a look at that mini map. Look at how far spread across those blue arrows are, as right now it looks to me like they're in prime position to potentially close this one out, but Rybo making a huge 200 IQ play will wait for P5 to finish, as P1 does pop, and he will try to push in, will steal a double kill, including a teammate, as it looks to me like Knights Templar will not have enough time or map presence to take the advantage back in their favor. Natural Talent, after a scary, scary turn of events there for a little while, will be the victors. In total, it was 250 to 222, so that was a 207 to 107 point run in favor of Knights Templar there in the back half. That's a shame, truthfully, because honestly, if Knights Templar came out swinging in the back half of that game like they did in the front half, reverse that, if they came out swinging in the front half of the game like they did in the back half, then that game would have been infinitely closer, and even then, still only a 28-point victory.
Nordic had 39 kills.
I know, I saw that. Almost the 40 bomb, and was leading his team in hill time as well. That man was a monster.
He tried so hard.
Second in hill time behind Rybo, but he still had a minute in hill.
Yeah, no, he tried so hard, got so far, and in the end, Natural Talent won. So that's
shouts to Lincoln Park.
100%, man. But Natural Talent does take it in effectively a 4-0 fashion, because they were up so much in that first hard point. I'm going to call my prediction true. The 3 maps that they finished, they beat them in all 3 of them. and it was all 3 game modes. So I'm taking that as a 3-0. I'm calling my prediction right.
Yeah, but on the stat sheet, though, let's throw those caster predictions up one more time, Hero, just to really just pound home the fact that I was correct here.
By a technicality,
Hey,
Shifties is
hey.
correct.
Hey, by default, are still wins too.
But if you truly look at it, that's a 4-0 for natural talent because
that's
there's
okay.
no chance.
That's okay. Do you know why, Trevor? You know why?
Why?
Because we're both not Hero who predicted Knights Templar.
Yeah, right. They didn't even get to see the 5th map. Barely saw the 4th as there was the GA violations. But overall, GGs to both teams. We saw some awesome stuff from both sides. Not trying to like diss anyone there, just kind of talking about how the game unfolded. So that is going to be a technical 3-1 for natural talent as they do advance to face who was that again?
Swift.
Yeah, Swift Uprising in the finals tomorrow.
Yeah, going to be the first time that I haven't seen Rated Gaming in a major finals for the side of for this K7 league. So Natural Talent going to be swinging hard up against Swift Uprising starting tomorrow night at 8 p.m. I believe it's you and Comica on the mics, if I'm correct.
That is true, yeah.
Oh, man. So come back tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern time if you want to hear Trevor's silky voice with Comica in those grand finals. Again, it's going to be Natural Talent versus Swift Uprising. Congrats to both teams for making it this far. As on behalf of K7, I'm Shifty, joined by Trevor here and Hero on the production, making our jobs a whole lot easier. Thank you to everybody who helps make this league possible. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Thank you to our sponsors, Rogue Energy, FadeGrips, Gamers Resort, GetGudHosts as well for providing solid connection for these players to play on. Again, on behalf of everyone at K7, I am Shifty. You guys have a wonderful night. Thank you for joining. Stay safe and come back tomorrow for some more great Call of Duty action.